Hey, what's up guys? It's Dominic. I'm back and I'm here to bring you another NU battle because I like NU. Some of my favorite Pokemon are in this tier. And you know, here's the teams. He's gonna I kind of was almost certain that she was gonna lead off with her Sandshrew just to get up her rocks. Even though it turns out her Stun Disc has rocks on it too. I don't know. Kind of weird, but whatever. So I was just gonna lead off with my Altaria because it is choice specs, and I know for a fact it can take out Sandshrew, and whatever wants to come in is going to take a pretty hard hit because NU lacks steel types, and it really looks like nothing wants to take it. On my team, got the specs Altaria. I have my Scarfed Sock, both really good Pokemon. I have especially defensive Roselia. I don't think it does anything else really. Bulky, trapping, kind of Skuntank, the standard shit, whatever it does. Violet and Tang, obviously, and Shell Smashing Gorbis. I don't really like Gorbis on this team. Like, it works pretty well. I don't know, I have this weird dislike for Gorbis. Like, not the Pokemon, just on this team. I don't know. Nothing looks too threatening on the opponent's side of the team at all. Like, I don't know why. I've never really seen Viper, and Mantike isn't really used that much. But it's interesting. I don't want to let Cacturne get behind the sub instead of a Swords Dance. And everything else I'm not really too worried about at all. Oh, and before I start the battle, I know I'm taking forever, but I had this thing, I was thinking, me and my friend were talking about it. Is it douchey for like the lead singer of like a band to listen to their own music, or who is it not like kind of a douche thing to do for? Because I feel like the drummer and the bassist can be like, hell yeah, man, like these beats are sick, and they can listen to their own music. But I feel like a singer can't be like, hell yeah, my voice is sexy as hell. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, is it okay for drummers and bassists to listen to their own band? Because I don't know, I feel like that's okay. But yeah, that was completely unrelated, and so let's get into the battle finally. So, I'm going to lead off with my Altaria, and as I predicted, she's going to lead off with her Sandshrew. I'm just going to straight off go for choice specs Draco Meteor, because I don't really want to over-predict at all. And it turns out paying off. She doesn't really switch. I guess she doesn't want anything else to take a Draco, so she's just gonna let Sandshrew die kind of early. I don't know. Maybe she could have went to her Glaceon. Maybe that could have taken it, but I don't know. Or her Mantike. Her Mantike probably could have taken that pretty well. But yeah, she's gonna go in there now, and I'm gonna go into my Matang, thinking the worst I could do is Scald, and that's not gonna do anything. As you can see, this Ice Beam is not gonna do anything at all. So I'm just going to take up this opportunity to set up my rocks because it is a very important move. I'm just going to go with Stunfisk, scare me out with the Earth Power, but I kind of figured she would just go for rocks anyways. So I'm just going to switch out because I can't really do anything to it anyway. Going to go into my Roselia because this Stunfisk can't do anything, and it's going to give me a chance to set up my spikes. Yeah, so spikes, because she doesn't have a spinner, so it's going to be really beneficial in the match. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up my first layer of spikes. Now, I'm gonna make a misplay. I don't really know what Viper does, and I didn't know what to expect. So I was thinking Sludge Bomb probably, but no. Goes for Flamethrower. Didn't even know Viper could learn it, but I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Matango is just to set up rocks. I'm not really scared of this team at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a Bullet Punch because I thought she might take me out being faster. I don't know its base speed either. But she's gonna switch into her Stunfisk. Bullet Punch is not gonna do anything because of resistance, which is kind of weird. I never understood why does electric resist steel. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for Toxic because that's all I can do, and I really don't want to switch out my Matang because it's gonna die to rocks. And Toxic is actually gonna be really helpful on this Stunfisk because it's bulky. It's pretty bulky. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back to my Roselia because it can't do anything to me. So, and no spinner, so I can just set up my spikes again, and they're really gonna start racking up on this Viper, which is obviously choice specs. I'm definitely thinking choice specs. But now I'm thinking, just gonna go for a Flamethrower again, wanting to take out my Roselia, maybe not let me set up some more spikes. I'm gonna go into my Altaria, which was a pretty bad play. I should have went into my Skuntank, but I don't know. I wasn't really scared of this team, so I wasn't really gonna try too hard. But it didn't work out for me because you can go for Sludge Bomb and get the Poison Hacks and take out my Altaria, which could have been very useful. Now I thought she would expect the Earthquake, so she would, and all stocks are pretty much choice. So she would go into her Mantike, but I guess she just wanted to fodder off her Stunfisk and see what I wanted to lock myself into. But I go for Stone Edge, and that doesn't work out at all. So I'm gonna have to switch out my Sock, and I'm gonna go back into Roselia, because once again this thing can't do anything. It can't Toxic. It can't. Earth Power is not going to do anything, and I can just Synthesis it off. And yeah, just gonna go for my final layer spikes and go for a Synthesis on the switch. I think so. Yeah, because I was expecting Seviper to come back in. So I'm just going to Synthesis as she switches in her Seviper. And now I'm thinking, like, okay, so she didn't go for Flamethrower last time. She's probably not going to go for Flamethrower again. So I'm finally going to make the better play and go into my Skuntank, even though I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, aren't I? Oh well, I don't really care. So here's Skuntank. Hello, Skuntank. You aren't as bulky as I thought you would be, because you got a good HP stat, but your defenses are terrible. They're not terrible. They're just subpar. I don't like Skuntank that much, but he's all right in this team actually, and he actually does some work. He did a pretty good job. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Pursuit because this Viper is annoying me, and I just wanted to make sure even if she switched out, that this thing would be gone. And now she's gonna go back into her Derp, and I'm just gonna go for a Sucker Punch. And for some reason, before I did Sucker Punch, I knew I would get Static Axed. I mean, it doesn't really play a role, but I thought it funny, like how I knew, I just knew I would get the paralyzation on that. I have no idea why. But yeah, I'm figuring it's gonna sub up, so I'm not. I mean, I'm just gonna fodder up my Skuntank if it wants to go for Seed Bomb, and just go for Poison Jab. Make sure it's not behind a sub, because then it could cause problems potentially. But as long as I don't get pair hacks, it's not really gonna be that big of a deal. So she's just gonna go for Seed Bomb, and I take this very well. I know it's resisted, but still, Skuntank's defense is not the best. So I'm just gonna go for Poison Jab, and I'm gonna take it out, which is great because that thing may have potentially been a problem, but I don't really think so. Honestly, I had my Sock. I could have just went for Ice Punch or anything, or what am I thinking? Ice Punch. I could have went for Close Combat. It's part Dark type. I always forget that. Yeah, so I get paralyzed here. Not a big deal. Kind of foddering off my Skuntank. Wasn't worried about it. She's gonna go for Hidden Power Ground and take out Skuntank. And I am just gonna go switch into my Sock, I think, probably. Yeah, Sock. Because I can just go for Close Combat and take this out. Glaceon's actually not that bad. It's pretty good if you put Choice Specs on it, and then it hits like a truck. Pretty bad. It's pretty good. And I think her last Pokemon is gonna be Mantike. Is this her last? Yep. Mantike, and even though it was resisted, I'm pretty sure Close Combat could have been maybe able to take it out. Probably not. I don't know. It's a Violet, so I'm just gonna go into my Roselia. I probably should just went into my Gorbis and went for HP Electric, but I don't know. I had this game, wasn't worried about it. There was nothing she could do to win with this Mantike because I still have my Sock, so I didn't really care what I switched into. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Sludge Bomb, trying to take this thing out, and for some reason, I don't know, she's gonna go for Rest and make this battle a lot longer than it needed to be. Well, not a lot longer, but she's gonna make it longer than it needed to be. For some reason, I don't know, there really wasn't any point in doing that, so I'm just gonna take this opportunity to go into my Gorbis, since this thing cannot really touch my Gorbis at all, even if it gets Scald, Burn, or something. It really doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for Shell Smash, just kind of like an overkill kind of thing. I mean, I feel like it would take 2 HP electrics anyway to take this thing out, so might as well just go for Shell Smash and hit with an HP electric. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. Oh, and the reason I have Mold Breaker on my sock, I forgot to mention, is because only Choice Bandit socks really have it, and if people think they can outspeed, it actually does help me out a lot, and I don't really have a spinner on my team, so since I don't have a spinner, Sturdy really doesn't help me out all that much. I thought Mold Breaker would be, you know, an acceptable option. Also, I have Cloud9 instead of Natural Cure on my Altaria, so I can outspeed Ludicolo by 1 point, and then I invested the rest of it in bulk and my special attack. So yeah, that was the reasons for the different abilities on those two Pokemon. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this battle, guys. I'm gonna go do something, probably watch TV, wait for my friend to come over, whatnot. Yep. So I will talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll upload something different. Maybe OU or something. I don't know. I kind of got an idea for a team, so I might run with it. Yeah. See you guys later. Bye.